Well, Ian, as games go, I'm sure amongst your whole career, you've probably never had anything like this afternoon.
Bizarre, honestly. But it was handled brilliantly. I have to say congratulations to our ground staff, all the volunteers, everything. What they managed to do to get this game on was incredible. They obviously can't control the fog. We did the best we could, and I thought their manager was excellent. The referee handled it brilliantly, Lee Swavey. And what we wanted to do was not waste anybody's journey and get a game on. It was insane at times where our fans were singing, "What's going on?" What's going on, which is, I loved the banter, but in the end of the day, both clubs wanted to get the game on, didn't want people to travel and be disappointed. And in the end, what a game it was. It turned into a end-to-end, up and down. They could have scored, we could have scored, and ended 0-0. So we got a clean sheet. But it's really all about the people. The people here didn't want our fans to be disappointed. Neither did their players and their fans who came down. So absolutely, that's what football's all about. But I have literally never seen anything like it, because I couldn't see. When we started, I couldn't see the first large majority of the first half. But when we came out second half, it was as if someone had cleaned the windscreen, you know, and it was all clear. So well done for getting the game on. And I'm delighted we got a clean sheet and a point. Thought it was the least we deserved.
You've been searching for a clean sheet ever since you come in. You talk about how important it is for you to get a clean sheet. Do you feel like that was a really good moment for your side to get one of those today?
I think we're looking more and more solid, more and more together. Really pleased with this week. The weather has been terrible. I got a senior one in. I was brave enough to play him. He's played a few reserve games and come off the bench. We haven't had enough minutes, but I thought we saw what he could do for us and add in little bits in that, linking in those areas. Could have scored as well. Great move. Didn't strike it well enough, but you know, he did well to last that long, so he'll catch up with speed. I played him because he can't play Tuesday because he's already cup tied, Tom. Delighted with him. And if you look through that team, we had some experience, you know. Namdi did excellent. Ollie's played in a different position, and I could change shape with him in it. So I thought my back line were exceptional today. We needed to be. And, you know, Will was exceptional. Ryan, that's the best I've seen him for us. Billy did really well. So there's a real good vibe about the place, you know, and there's some ups and downs. There's some really strange things happening. You know, I was told last week something that I didn't quite believe, which, having seen one of my players get a knock on after 5 minutes, George Cox, I brought him off at half-time. He wasn't that sore. He said his foot was hurting. And then we get a message saying he's got a crack in his foot, in the bone. Whoever looked at the x-ray, so we put him in a pot, and then a week later someone reviewed the x-ray and said there's no crack, so he's not going to be out for that amount of time. It's not our fault, but I'm delighted for that. You know, that's one of these weird things that happens here. So, you know, we've put that out. It was on Sky on the bottom of the thing. George Cox out to 6 to 8 weeks. Well, we can rescind that. We call him Jesus now because he's back from the dead, which is wonderful.
You talk about having to put Tom straight in today with his experience and blend of experience. Did that really show in your side today? Yes.
Obviously, he will improve on his fitness, but I think he got into people, he held it up, he came back and won things in an area that we'd have to be shouting for a younger one to do that, and his knowledge of that area and what he does and how he does it will add to us without a shadow of a doubt. So really delighted to get him off the speed. Wish he'd have scored, but he didn't. So, you know, at the end of the day, my fans were singing, I felt excited, the game was end to end, and you know, it's a joy to see. So, you know, let's bring on the next one. Glad we managed to get this one and get a point, get a clean sheet. Let's keep going.
A point, a clean sheet. Not often we say that Swindon haven't scored in a game, but plenty of opportunities for your team to score this afternoon. You must feel good with the fact that we had lots of opportunities, but unable to get one this afternoon.
I'd wish we'd have got one, but I understand why we didn't. some great balls in the box, some great movement. I think one hit the post in the first half, which probably nobody could see. And the most surprising one, Harry's a couple of yards out and couldn't quite get it on target, which I thought it was going to be a goal. So, and there was a great ball later on down the line where Drennan puts it across, and we didn't take a gamble and lunge at it, you know. So that should have been a tap in. There was a couple of other things. The delivery from Will Wright today was outstanding, as a couple of, or a week or so ago. So really pleased. We look solid. We look like we could handle them, and I think they're second in the table. So all good signs. Got a lot of work to do, but I really enjoyed today, and well done to our fans. Thanks for singing the way you did. Really felt that today.
I want to talk about a young player that you had on the bench today. Two young players, in fact. Lucas Myers, firstly, young goalkeeper that you had on the bench this afternoon. Obviously, with Dan Barden's recovery at the moment, you had young Lucas Myers, but another opportunity for you to get Botan on the pitch as well. You're really pleased with what you're seeing from him.
Yeah, they went for 1, 2, 3. So we matched that up, and Bo's a winger. So I managed to push Ollie from centre back up and put him on, because Tom was tiring, which is understandable, and I put him out on the wing. So it's nice I like 4, 1, 2, 3, and because they went that way, I knew we could match them, and I thought we'd have extra bits out there to do things, and took him a while to settle in, and at the end of the day, we saw what he can do, you know, when he gets running with it. Moved him over the other side, because he might be able to come in on his right foot, and Aaron's more comfortable on that right hand side. Then I wanted to change him for Butts, so you know, just to try and give me that little bit of extra. And when people tire in this, and I've also got a game on Tuesday, so the substitutions are calculated, but hopefully they're trying to win. As you could see, I tried to win this game. I've done it many times in the past and full fouled. I did it against Morecambe and we lost, but today I felt it was right. He hasn't usurped anyone. He's just training with us all the time now, and I'm going to try and get his skills, his skill set into our team if and when available. I really like the boy, and I like his attitude, and he deserves to be in our group.
Obviously, you've got eyes on Birmingham on Tuesday and another home game at Barrow, so a really busy week upcoming. What's the latest on some of your injuries at the moment? I know you've got long-standing injuries with Harrison Minturn, Joel McGregor and Grant Hall, but Rosaire Longello missing this afternoon as well.
Yeah, he complained of a sore knee. We haven't found much wrong with him, so it's nothing serious. And he played a couple in a row, so that's understandable because he's been out quite a while. So, like the way he's been playing as well. So, it is what it is. You know, the last 2 days we could only do things on the AstroTurf, which is an absolute nightmare. If you're used to playing on grass, it really is different. Delighted we got it, because everything was so rock solid, we wouldn't have been able to train anywhere. So again, another asset for the club, with the foundation over there. Met their leader, Shane, which is excellent. I had a chat with him, and I'm really, really delighted with the state of us, and got an awful lot of work to do, but thoroughly enjoyed that match. That's probably my least worried I felt watching us in any way. I felt we matched them, which was exciting. Whatever they did up front, we had the same sort of threat. It's nice to see Harry back, and I kept him safe, and he showed me that by winning every single header today, I think, you know, and that gives us a whole new aspect. Obviously, Tom needs to understand how good he is in the air, so I asked him to do something slightly different in the second half, which led to us opening them up a little bit. But it is, you know, it's a wonderful feeling around the place at the moment, and we got to keep that going. And personally, I'd like to say thanks to the fans for being patient, and I felt your love halfway through that second half. And I'm not saying that's the first time. I felt it at the end of the last game when we scored the penalty, and I felt it, and it is so important to us for you to keep going and keep seeing the joy that some of these lads need you to get behind them, like Bo, for example. How exciting is that when he can run with it and flow with it like that?
Just lastly, want to end on the fans. We talk about how bizarre today was, and they stuck with us right until the end in fantastic voice, and we've got 2 massive home games upcoming, and we're going to need their support as always.
Yeah, we haven't lost here for 4 games now. We won 3, drawn 1 against second in the table. So hopefully you'll feel as excited as I do. Obviously the next one is a free shot. We're taking on someone who's towards the top of League One. Birmingham City, with all the riches and everything going on of American owners. So I'm really looking forward to it. So please keep supporting us. We've got Barrow at home next Saturday as well. We had an away Christmas period, but I think we've shocked a lot of people in the Christmas period by how many points we've managed to get. Very disappointed in not making them wins away from home. But again, that's a very valued and well-earned point today.